Hey everyone, welcome to a Space Marine Week battle report. As always, my name is Jay, and this is Owen.
What up?
Yeah, and we're going to be playing some Space Marines. We're going to be testing out some of the new factions of Space Marines over the next few bat reps, and today we're going to test out White Scars.
The best one.
The best one.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about that yet.
Yeah.
Me and Matt are going to have a sit down and talk about the book. You'll get to see it.
I already did one. I'm not. I
Did you
should
do it with Matt?
No, I'm not going to.
We argue about rules all the time.
Yeah.
And what's better and what's worse.
Yeah, that's true. So that's cool. And just to be fair, we're testing it up against a relatively, I'd say it's a mid-competitive list for Tyranids.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
You have everything that is cheesy all in one place.
Yeah. I think
That's the way to do it.
I think it's, you know.
Doom plus Turvagun. Yeah.
I could have done more Turvagun spam or something, but.
Yeah, I think 2 is really as far as you get. I mean, you can do more, but it becomes, you have to, I'm not going to get into it.
No,
right
it's
now.
all good. So, we're playing 1,500 points of my Tyranids versus his Space Marines. But of course, you're doing White Scars and a lot of bikes, and that's where the fun is. Grav cannons?
Grav guns everywhere.
Grav guns, but no cannons, I guess, because no Centurions.
They're still being built.
Cool. Cool, so without further ado, we'll get to our armies and the scenario.
Alright, so we'll start off with Tyranids. Now, as I mentioned, it's 1,500 points, Purge the Alien, and normal deployment, Dawn of War. So I brought a relatively middle competitive list to test these new Space Marines. So I brought a Flyrant with Twinling Devourers.
For the elite slots, I have 2 sets of 3 Hive
I have 2 sets of 3 Hive Guard and Doom in a Pod for the elite slot.
And I have a Doom in a Pod. He's cool.
And he's pretty
Space
fun.
Marines,
Maybe I'll drop in and suck some Space Marines' brains out. Of course, I have 2 squads of 10 Termagants.
For troops, I have 2 squads of Termagants.
And of course, behind them, 2 Tervagons, each with adrenal glands, toxin sacs. And for fun, I decided to bring a Trigon Prime as a heavy support choice, since they're fun and they can bring snaps. So it's a lot of fun.
Just go off and do his own thing. And I love them. They're just awesome dudes.
And that's
so
my 1,500 points list of Tyranids.
I really should bring my own Tyranids and have them all blue nids, but it's all good. I'll borrow some mats in the short term. Awesome stuff.
And now for 1,500 points of White Scars. Start off with his HQ, Khan, on his Moondraken motorcycle of awesomeness.
Moondraken.
A tactical Marine squad. Full man squad with a gravity gun and a missile launcher in a Rhino. And the sergeants have power axes in an identical tactical squad right there.
2 full units of bikes.
2 full units of bikes with grav guns and grav pistols on the sergeants. And the sergeants also have power axes.
2 per squad.
So this is going to be pretty nasty against Tyranids, because the gravity guns are really strong, seeing as they're salvo, but bikes ignore salvo. And then heavy bolters on the attack bikes. Then 3 units of 2 skimmers. Each of them has 2 heavy bolters on them. So this is going to be a lot of firepower to face my Tyranids in a Purge the Alien game.
So roll for first.
So we roll to see who goes first. He rolls a 6. And of course, I roll and I don't get a 6. And he decides to go first, since they can now scout.
Here's what the table looks like.
So here's what the table looks like after deployment. As you can see, we both just lined up our guys in normal Dawn of War fashion. He evenly spaced out his bikes all along the sides. However, because of Khan and being White Scars, he gets to scout all of his bikes and his dedicated transports before the game even begins.
It's not random. And we'll see what happens.
So then he starts moving up, and you can see the gap getting closed really quickly. So as I mentioned, during his scout phase, he gets to scout his bikes. So he just moves them all 12 inches right at me, since he is intending on going first. So unless I steal the initiative, he's going to be in a good position. And it is Purge the Alien, so he's just going to try to ride up and do as much damage as he can. And because of his powers, being White Scars, they basically ignore terrain. They don't need to roll for dangerous. Kind of like Special Rider. And so he just continues to move up all of his bikes, and as you can see, the gap is just closed very quickly down to 12 inches for most of our models. And he's in perfect situation. The only thing that could happen that would be really bad is I seize, as I mentioned, and I assault him. But if he goes first, he'll have a lot of shooting to deal with me first.
On 4s though. My weapon skill 6.
Am I 6?
And finally moves with dedicated transports, and then I try to seize the initiative, but I roll a 3. So it's White Scars turn 1.
Just rotate a bit.
So he rotates a little bit with his dedicated transport,
Still not immobilized.
and he rolls for dangerous. It's not immobilized.
So then, how come they can't assault them?
And then now he just moves up his bikes.
Oh, that's what.
It's a rule.
Just to move up. Move up right in front of my Turvagon.
Templars guy when we were at a tournament, me and Chris.
Now, since he scouted, he can't assault me this turn because he closed the gap already, but because he scouted, it's in the rules, you can't assault. So all he can do is shoot me this turn, and then I can assault him next turn if I survive.
Space Marines.
So he moves all of his vehicles.
But if you only have the Tyrant left, then it doesn't matter.
Because you've just crossed the table.
And as you can see, his bikes are now about 3 inches away from my Hive Guard and my Turvagon.
Yeah, we got 12 inches. We got tons.
So that's pretty much a closed gap. I'll be right in rapid fire range, and hopefully I can just survive.
And
Turvagon?
them on the 3s.
So now they start shooting the Turvagon. Need 3s to hit.
Good job, boys.
Yeah.
These are with the Grav guns.
3s to hit.
And then now with the rest of the guns, 3s to hit as always.
Okay.
Get a bunch of hits on me.
2 hits. 3s. So
And he
2
just
wounds
starts
so
showing.
far. Yep.
Just shooting and shooting.
5s
And
to
with the
wound.
Grav guns, he already does 2 automatic
Nothing.
wounds.
1. All right.
Nope.
And I get 1 armor save and I fail. So he's down to 3
salvo
wounds.
And 3s.
And now the rest of the bikes start shooting at them. And as you can see the pattern,
3 hits.
Yep.
he shoots all the salvo weapons
Dead.
and kills them already. I got a 5-up cover.
That's fair.
Since there's a little bit of cover, and I failed anyway. So now he inflicts the 3d6 hits on every squad around him. So alone, the gravity weapons killed my Turvagon already very quickly.
That guy.
And then I lost a couple Termagants, and he repeats this process on the other Turvagon.
2 hits.
Yep.
Salvo.
Shoots the salvo guns
4 bolter.
and the heavy bolters.
And
Last one.
one more.
2 of these and die.
So I have 2. He gets 2 wounds on me, gets 2 armor saves. Sorry, 4 wounds, and then 2 armor saves. I fail both my armor saves, and he dies.
5.
Then it explodes, killing a bunch of Gaunts around me.
Yeah.
Kills 5 Gaunts there.
Oh no, they're
And now they're all out of synapse.
I'm gonna shoot at your Hive Guard.
And he starts shooting at my Hive Guard.
Okay. 4, 2. 2 AP.
And 2 wounds. I get cover saves. Fail both. So one of my Hive Guard dies.
The Gaunts.
Then he shoots my Gaunts. Yeah, it's a bunch of hits. His rolling was very good in this game, as you can see. He hits with most of them, and I failed pretty much every armor save that goes my way.
Right.
I shoot at my Hive Guard some more.
So that's them over there. I don't know if you got it.
And just keep shooting at the Hive Guard
5s.
with his spikes.
3 wounds. 5 plus.
These are the heavy bolters.
Double.
And I fail, and another one, and another Hive Guard is killed.
Into the
Then shoots the rest of the Storm Bolters into my 3 remaining Gaunts.
2 wounds.
I was wondering why you're giving me 4 pluses.
I get cover saves, fail them both,
Him at the red ones. 3s.
and then he shoots my other red Gaunts,
Nothing.
and does nothing.
Six.
So I roll my leadership test, pass my first
They
one,
fall back.
pass my second one,
6.
Fail.
fail my third one, and I pass my Hive Guard ones. And now it's my turn 1 to try to respond to this bashing.
On himself? Yeah.
I cast Endurance on myself, goes off,
He fails, so he goes into the woods.
and then my Hive Guard fails a leadership check because he's out of synapse and just runs into the woods. I fly at my flyer at 12 inches, hoping to assault this turn and maybe do some damage that way. I mean, just move them in because that's their power, so they're already in the cover. So they'll just keep moving up and hopefully maybe shoot and kill some things. My Hive Guard starts shooting at his tank. I need 3s to hit as always, get a bunch of hits. 3s to glance, 4s to pen, get a pen. He rolls, and it explodes, and he passes his penning check. So I got 1 kill point there. I then try to kill the other tank with my Hive Guard, and only do 1 glance.
Assault them,
And then declare my assaults with my Flyernt. He gets Overwatch with his Grav guns. Just 1 hit with his Grav gun, 1 hit with his other Grav gun. And doesn't do a wound there,
3.
but does a wound with his Grav gun.
Assaulting. 2d6.
So I roll my distance, and I roll short by about ½ an inch. I roll for my regeneration.
Alright, so here's what the board looks like after 1 turn. I've done a little.
You got a kill.
I got a kill point, and 1 more hull point left on that one. So right now it's 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because you got first blood. But did a lot of damage before I did anything. That's pretty cool. I like.
So now it's White Scars. He's basically going to try to finish what he did in turn 1. His bikes all move up to surround my Hive Tyrant, and right now he's not flying, since he failed his assault distance, which was really pinnacle to me. He's now going to surround him, just shoot him. As you can predict what happens, he only has 3 wounds left, and those Grav guns on bikes are pretty powerful, as you saw.
And that's the FAQ for
He moves up his other one, just to be able to wipe out my Hive Guard and my Termagon squad.
You wiped me out turn 1. Is like another Grand's Dark Angels?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did. Because you wiped me out turn 1, but my reserves weren't coming on until turn 2.
As you see, he's already in my table side, so he'd have line breaker as well if the game ended
I don't know.
now.
We'll look it up.
These bikes are very fast.
Because I'm banking on those guys to kill that.
Oh,
Hive
dude, you killed the Turvagons. You should be able to kill 2 Hive.
Against him, salvo
So he moves
guns.
up, he starts shooting
Or
his
grab guns,
grab
rather.
guns at my Hive Tyrant,
Four
gets
hits.
4
That
hits,
was
Kill him.
not
Now
good
needs-
enough. He's in twos.
and then shoots the rest of his guns
One.
with grab guns alone.
Triple wounds.
And in the end, the Hive Tyrant loses 3 wounds due to the grav guns.
1, 2,
And
3.
then he tries to get all the other bolter guns on me. He forces 4 3-up armor saves. And I fail them. And I roll my Feel No Pain. And I fail those too. So,
Them against them.
Hive Tyrant is dead, and he's got a lot of points. He then turns his attention to the remaining few models on the table, the Hive Guard and the Termagant.
Can I reverse that?
His one squad of bikes easily eliminates that one squad of Hive Guard for another kill point. Or for the first one at least for the squad, and then he repeats the process with the other bike squad.
4+.
And I fail enough, so that guy is dead too.
Guns.
And then he starts shooting at my other Hive Guard, trying to eliminate the blue Hive Guard as well. Forces a lot of cover saves and armor saves.
Grab weapons?
I did. That's them right there.
Oh.
Gets 5 grav weapon,
3 grab weapons.
so 3 grav weapon wounds.
All 4-ups.
And I get all 4-ups for my cover.
Leadership check.
And I fail enough to force a leadership check. But we'll see if he just eliminates the squad anyway. He gets 4 wounds on my Termagant. I fail my first cover save, and the Termagant's dead too. And then he shoots at my Hive Guard.
1 hit.
1 hit. Crack missile.
Miss.
It's 1 hit
And
with the
then
crap
we-
missile misses. And then the rest of his guns, you can kind of predict what's going to happen.
1.
Roll my saves, fail everything as well. Hive Guard is dead, and now it's my turn too. I still get to see if my reserves come on, so I roll to see if my Doom comes on, and he doesn't. And then I roll to see if my Trigon comes on, doesn't as well. So I'm tabled completely, and that's a good game, and it's a White Scars victory. So thank you very much for watching this battle report, and if you'd like to see another fun battle report for Space Marine Week, now one that I promise is actually closer than this one, click on the link below for a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGamer Vault. In addition to seeing this battle report, you will also gain access to many more battle reports and some awesome MiniWarGaming videos. So till next time, this is Jay saying, happy wargaming everyone.